being sucked by a bass?
Here to take a look around? Now don't you be gone too long.
Greetings, adventurer. Come back again.
Hey, bro, can I get a sip of that water? It's not water. Vodka. I'll like your style. Vinegar. What?
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait, you...
Yeah!
Yeah! I have the power of God!
Get your fat ass back here.
It's free real estate.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Ooh, that'd be so bad and so evil. I would hate that. Oh.
Yeah, that feels good in my asshole.
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Nice titties. Mind if I,
Carl, that kills people.
Oh.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
Poisson.
I've got balls of steel.
Oh no. Oh no.
Feeling drained.
Get fucked.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
Daddy.
Stop being such a pussy.
Let's go, girls.
Getting sucked by bass?
Let's go already!
$37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
In a row?
Huh?
This is the way.
Say his name and he appears.
I decide who lives or who dies.
Faggot shit!
Nigga faggot!
You're gonna love my nuts. You're gonna love my nuts.
Why are you gay?
Hell yeah! I have the power of God.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Our enemies are gay.
Nice titties. Mind if I,
You are gay.
I'll be back!
The turret is gay.
Candy Mountain, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. We're going to Candy Mountain.
Zenyatta is gay.
Huh?
Gaze into the eyes.
A body has been discovered!
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
Ooh, that'd be so bad and so evil. I would hate that. Oh.
I love you.
You what?
When you pull your dick out and she pulls hers out, that is chaos. Oh no! Oh no!
Bye, Felicia.
I'll be back!
I overdid it on Candy Crush.
Candy Mountain, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. We're going to Candy Mountain.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did!
Poisson.
Great job.
Oh no! Oh no!
You didn't say the magic word.
It's free real estate.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait,
Smashing.
Getting sucked by a bass?
Oi, mate.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
wait,
Amogus. Peaches, 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 peaches.
No.
Get fucked.
Hey, bro, can I get a sip of that water? It's not water. Vodka. I like your style. It's vinegar. What? It's
That one scares me. Now that's gay.
where's the key? 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 Where's the key?
You know what we need? We need the have you checked your butthole as a Discord soundboard.
Well, find it.
I should.
Huh? Huh?
No, no, no.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Stop whining. Quiet.
He does these impersonations. I swear, you'd think it was the real people.
This is a tasty burger.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
What's that, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? Brother,
Prepare to enter the scary door.
We do not speak his name.
Pure chaos!
blood for the blood god!
Skulls for the skull throne! Blood for the blood god!
Feed me Seymour. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah. Tung 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 sahoo.
Emotional damage!
Bag alert, major bag alert.
Daddy, chill.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Got him!
Daddy, chill.
Got him. We fucking got him.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
You're gay! He's gay!
I will send you to Jesus.
Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
Let him. Stop the cap.
I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty.
Why are you gay?
Kissing and hope they cut us, whether they like or not. I wanna show you.
What are you doing, step bro?
Wait, Ichistras. There is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Rez. Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Is this me, season 3?
Courtney. Courtney.
Hello?
Courtney. Hi.
My headsets must have fucked up. Cool.
But the main question is, I have a ladybug.
see I have a ladybug.
Courtney.
Summon me!
Champion, Zalatath and her devouring host lay siege to the Sunwell. The light has chosen you to defend it. We desperately need your aid. Seek me out, and the light will bear you to Quel'Danas.
She said her headset isn't working and she can't hear anything. She can only type to us.
What are you gonna finish the power base?
Me or her?
Her.
Well. Got the spot of Uranus. You're alright.
Yeah.
We got a little early though. Quest isn't done. Probably because it refreshed my buff.
online 45 hours course, and I couldn't even watch the stupid videos because it was reconnecting and telling me that I didn't complete the progress. And if it can't handle web pages, it's insane. Hey, Berkey. Yo. What's up? That's fair. That's fun. That's a fun time.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
But yeah, we got fed up with the internet around here in general. A couple weeks ago, we called Comcast and we're like, look, our download speed is like 10 fucking megabytes.
Ouch.
It was horrible, right? And we're like, my thing says I'm paying for 300, and you're nowhere close. So the woman on the other end of the line did some button pushing and blah blah blah. And she's like, well, I can upgrade you from this to this. Or no, I think she actually fixed the speed. And after she fixed the speed, she said, oh, by the way, I can get it to you cheaper and save us like 10 bucks.
She upgraded you to unlimited from something with a cap on it, and that fixed the speed. But then she also broke the internet for an hour when we had to talk her through her fucking job.
Well, there was that.
The only thing that woman successfully did was hitting the button to upgrade us.
But our download speeds literally went from like 10 to 900.
Wow.
Yeah. Way, way better on mine and that one's right now.
That did not fix my problem, though. We were hoping it would fix all of our problems. What?
Huh? Nothing. I said hi.
Oh. Yeah, if it is just a Wi-Fi issue, definitely take a look at that in your router settings, especially if the router's new. That's really the only thing I can think of. I mean, outside of that, or I don't know, put a bridge in or something like that to at least spread the connection around the house a little bit more, but probably a frequency issue. Maybe.
We can definitely try that. It's worth a shot at this point. This computer's been a shit show, though. We might end up taking it. Blue screen. Oh, you weren't here that last Thursday, I don't think, Jasna. I had blue screen last Thursday when I started up.
Oh.
This computer I've owned for like all of 6 months.
Do you know why?
It was...
Is it your 70 Chrome tabs?
No, I don't use Chrome anymore because it was fucking up my old computers. And I only have 4 Edge tabs opened right now, I'll have you know. No, this computer's been a bit of a shit show since I got it too. It's got issues with, or it had a whole bunch of issues with, like, if I opened a game before I opened the internet tab, I could not steadily watch a YouTube video while I played any game. Like, I had to open the internet tab first. And then it had a whole bunch of issues where sometimes when I play Minecraft, the whole game would lag my whole computer. And nothing else would do it, including playing Diablo 4. Which I feel like is also a very heavy toll game.
Can be. I mean, it's definitely newer than Minecraft, but Minecraft also, I mean, do you have like shader packs or anything on?
No, I didn't have anything like that. I had... It was on a multiplayer server. I had like 1 or 2 mods for like a voice chat thing that were the server required, but nothing that would be like messing with all that kinds of stuff.
I mean, Minecraft is...
It is heavy, to be fair.
It's not super well optimized, especially when you're playing on a multiplayer server with a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I mean, even then, Diablo 4 is a newer game.
Yeah, it's just with the specs on this computer, there's no reason it shouldn't be handling any of the things I'm doing right now. Like, this is...
Do you know why the computer blue screened?
I had the code. It was something. Tier had me update my drivers. He said that might be it, and we tried to. This computer's a weird thing with a BIOS. So when I got this computer and I downloaded Genshin was giving me a warning that the BIOS I was on was like a faulty or something version, and you needed to update it so it would be smooth because Intel fucked up something when they made these cores or whatever. And so we did that. I did that with Komodo, actually. That was back when Komodo was still here. Komodo tried to help me update my BIOS, and we thought we did it mostly correctly, but when we looked it up, their default MSI website didn't have my computer listed for a BIOS update. Komodo found it somewhere, and so we tried updating my BIOS. The warning never went away, but Komodo was like, it looks like it updated, so it should be okay. Then he looked up something that said, well, it looks like these cores, but the laptop versions never had the problem that the desktop versions had, so it might just be detecting that you had that core, but there's no actual fix for it because yours didn't have the problem the desktop versions did. So we left it at that. But there were still like a whole bunch of small weird issues that I feel like a computer this good shouldn't be having. But then Tier last week also tried to help me update my BIOS again. And when he helped me get it, one of the files he got was the same one that Komodo did, but then he got a different one that applied it differently. So Tier helped me go through updating the BIOS again because it makes me nervous doing that. And we got to the end of it, and he pulled up a thing, and he was like, it doesn't even look like it properly like went through or whatever. But we updated a bunch of other drivers then too, and I haven't blue screened since then. But I have had problems like just playing Minecraft and watching a Netflix stream. And like a lot of streaming services will continuously have just like they'll stutter and like the screen will go funky and stuff. And it just feels like for the laptop that I bought, it shouldn't be doing these things.
That sounds like a video driver issue in this case. I mean, if you update your drivers, it's probably fine, but...
So, I did update... Actually, that might be part of the problem. So, I forgot that... So, when I first got the computer, we updated all the drivers instantly. And that was when I was having the problem with opening... When I opened the game before the internet tab, I wouldn't be able to stream a video. Rolling back my update for my video driver was actually what kind of fixed that. So I'm actually on the previous update for my video driver and not the current one. And last week I did try to update to the current one again and it still had that problem again, so I turned it back too.
Yeah, that's pretty common where you'll update to the latest driver and there are problems with it, especially with like, are you using NVIDIA drivers?
Yeah, it's NVIDIA.
Yeah, that's pretty common where you'll update to the latest driver and there's some sort of issue with it depending on the specs of your computer or the games you're playing or whatnot. You actually have to roll it back to a more stable version. That can happen in this case.
I think
right?
The problem is,
what? If you say it's a gaming laptop?
I think the main problem is you're using a fucking laptop. Check out that
noise.
Well, that's exactly what Scarlett messaged me when I was...
Skill issue.
Oh, that also would have been great. That was the stop code it gave me.
Ortheos only ever played on laptop.
Guys,
Watchdog timeout.
Not to flex, but like this was like a $2,500 laptop. I should be able to stream fucking Netflix and play Minecraft.
I mean, for that kind of money, I mean that's desktop money right there. At that point,
that's literally my desktop, and I have never blue screen.
Years back when I used laptops, I took back a Rogue. Remember, I had that issue where I couldn't. Oh, you might not remember, but I couldn't use. It was either. It wasn't Discord. It was whatever was before Discord. I couldn't run that and WoW at the same time, and it just wouldn't work. I would get no WoW sound whatsoever.
That sounds about right. Jasmine, those are the specs on this laptop.
Yeah, I mean the frequency on your processor is low, but I mean other than that, it's not a bad laptop.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine. The weird thing, too, though, is it's fine sometimes, and then other times it'll have problems. Like, there'll be one day where I'm doing Netflix and whatever else game I'm playing at the time, and it's totally fine. But then there's other times when it's having, like, a stroke every 10 seconds.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably a processor issue, if anything. I mean, it sucks to replace the processor at all, especially on a laptop, but... I mean, looking at that blue screen, it's just Windows monitoring your cores, and then if it sees that one hangs, it basically blue screens to prevent your whole computer from crashing, in this case. I mean, the blue screen crashes the computer, but it prevents a worse fault. So,
worse things from happening. So it's
Right.
a core likely failing?
Yeah, it's basically Windows is keeping track of each core, and when a core misses a deadline, it blue screens in this case. So it's a timing issue mostly. I mean, if you don't want to, I since this is 6 months old, this could even be an issue where maybe you're like, if there's a warranty on this, or seeing if there's an issue with maybe if I dig into like.
So also, when I blue screened too, it wasn't when I'd been gaming for a while. I'd booted up my computer. I was probably like updating WoW or something. I'd maybe opened an internet tab in Discord, and then it blue screened. Like I wasn't even doing all the heavy duty things when it happened too. I didn't even have a game open yet.
Is your laptop ever hot?
It gets warm, and it's been slowly getting warmer than when I first got it, but like compared to the last 2 laptops I owned, this thing's still pretty cool.
Looking at some things here, actually it's like I mentioned, the frequency on this is not particularly high, but it looks like people underclock this to the CPU to fix it. I can't guarantee that would fix any stuttering issues, but if I'm being honest, stuttering issues are really never a CPU problem. I mean, they might be in Minecraft. Minecraft actually might be more CPU heavy than other games, that could be why you see stuttering in Minecraft, but you don't see stuttering in Diablo, because Minecraft is more CPU heavy and Diablo is more GPU heavy. But it looks like some people will literally like underclock, because you can overclock or underclock your processor in your BIOS, and apparently some people with the same model having the same error code in blue screen, this gets fixed if you underclock the CPU from its stock values. So
how would I do that, and what does that mean?
You'd have to go into your BIOS, and then there's like a there's typically an OC tab for overclocking, and you'd have to here, let me just send this.
That's probably a good call.
You would need someone to walk you through this.
Basically, you probably would.
Tyr walked me through updating my BIOS, so I'm sure he could update me through this. I'll probably wait to see if I blue screen again, because we did also update a few drivers. So there is a small possibility. Minecraft is still having some issues, though. But
Minecraft might be one of those things where that could have an issue just because of being on a multiplayer server, but also the game is CPU heavy too, and the CPU it's your weakest part of this computer in this case, and that's probably also why it's crashing. Because, I mean, honestly, I don't think Intel makes great CPUs anymore, but
no, they really don't.
Regardless, the blue screen you're getting, it seems to be a CPU problem, and the even though the frequency on this is low, it looks like people actually recommend underclocking this if you're getting blue screens. So
there we go. Whatever it takes. If it happens again, I guess that'll be what me and Tyr look at next.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be something where... So you would have to go into the BIOS, so you'd probably have to be on, like, Discord on your phone or something like that.
That's what we did last time.
Yeah, but it's under tabs in there, and then if that doesn't work, I mean, underclocking a CPU isn't gonna destroy your computer. If anything, it's the opposite, where you overclock it and burn the processor out in this case. So it's something you could roll back, and then if it doesn't end up working, or like I said, it's definitely not going to fix any performance issues with certain games, but it'll stop blue screening. If you haven't blue screen recently since updating the drivers, I wouldn't worry about it, but...
Yeah, I haven't yet. Minecraft is still a little weird, but if that's... But also, here, I guess I should say, the other thing about the Minecraft thing is I noticed the problems happen more when more people log onto the multiplayer server, which is definitely why I was confused, but... or if I play for several hours.
The hours thing is a little weird. I mean, maybe it's just a caching issue where it's like it has to keep track of a lot of values as it goes through and when you stay in Minecraft. But I could understand on a multiplayer server when more people log in because it needs to keep track of the other chunks. Basically, I mean that's mainly a server thing, but it's also something that the client, to an extent, has to keep track of. Like when you are playing it, your computer has to keep track of some of those things. So more people is going to put more load on your computer.
I guess that makes sense. What?
Multiplayer Palworld server.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. In my defense, last weekend I did not play any video games because my 45 hours course I was supposed to be doing for the last 6 months was expiring, and I wasn't doing it over the last 6 months, so I finished it all last weekend.
I wasn't saying anything because of that. I was just saying you should try that because.
Oh, I thought that was the very subtle implication that you told me to play multiplayer Palworld like a week ago, and I never did.
Well, sort of, but I mean, also you should try it and see how your computer holds up with it.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing to test too. I mean, Minecraft's old and has issues, so if it's only Minecraft that has the problem, I will live most of my life fine and dandy.
Because you like Minecraft and you want to play lots of Minecraft, and if it's fucking lagging and shit, you're not going to be happy.
That's true. I have gotten into it again. I was turned off of it for a long time.
When you die because you fucking lag out, you're going to be pissed.
That's so very... Well, that... Fricky, I don't know if this is really going to come as a surprise to you, but I still don't leave, like, the town. Ever.
Yeah, I don't think Minecraft is also a great example. Like, Palworld even might run better in this case, just because Minecraft has never been a really well-optimized game, and it's always been CPU heavy, because it just runs a lot of calculations for keeping track of items, and keeping track of what the player's doing, and keeping track of mobs, and their pathing, and everything like that. It's just, it's an old game, and it was never... I don't even own Palworld. I've been meaning to get into it in this case, but yeah, maybe I'll pick it up. How much is Palworld?
$30, maybe?
It's pretty fun. I played it when it first came out.
All the new shit they added, it's really nice. And plus, on the server, we tweaked the settings to make it more enjoyable.
Maybe I should pick that up. It's been one of those games I've always been like, I should play this, but...
Well, they increased... The thing is that, every update they kept increasing the level cap. And then when the game came out, level cap's down 80, so we're like, okay, we're maxing up the XP because, end games where the...
And they won that stupid lawsuit against Nintendo, so that was great.
Yeah. And fuck Nintendo.
Fuck Nintendo.
True. And here's something I read today too. So apparently, Fortnite, they've been wanting to do a collab with Pokemon, and Nintendo keeps saying no, we're not going to do a collab with you. So now they're doing a collab with Palworld.
Well, all right then.
Man, even Fortnite is like fuck Nintendo. We're not doing anything tonight, by the way. I guess I should have said that sooner if anyone was sitting here thinking we were eventually going to be productive. If it wasn't clear by now, we're not doing shit.
just hanging out.
We're just hanging out. That's so fair.
We even stopped reading. So Tuesdays, like yesterday, they did an achievement run, and then they're just going to do all heroic runs until the new shit comes out, and then we're not even going to raid on Wednesdays until then.
We were just talking about doing a similar thing. I'll give it one more Thursday just in case this was an off one. But if no one shows up next Thursday, we're probably just going to nix Thursday and do things on Tuesday for a bit.
I'm deeply engaged in eating this mango Italian ice.
Oh,
that sounds so good.
That does sound good.
No, it doesn't. Ew.
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 What's wrong with mango ice?
I don't like mango flavored things. Mango flavoring is just not it for me. It's like the fucking what's the other one? Raspberry flavored things doesn't taste like raspberries. I like the watermelon flavored things. It doesn't fucking taste like watermelon either. But...
I go to Rita's and I get half mango, half watermelon. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Once I finish this time walking, Jasna, I'll send you the server information just in case you do that with you.
Yeah, I'll buy it in this case. It's probably not better time with, 1.0 just came out.
Yup. I will log in at some point and play. Probably.
It's really fun. I've been playing it. It's a good time.
I definitely have heard really good things about it. Just always one of those things where I'm like, I'll pick this up at some point.
Yeah.
I've been like that with so many things lately. I just between work, I really, really love playing Genshin. So whenever I have free time, all I want to do is get caught up on things in Genshin. I don't want to do anything else.
That's fair. I always want to keep
fair.
you on the wheel, especially with
they keep me on that wheel so
coming out
so hard, Jasna. Can't get off that fucking wheel. God, I love that game. I know. I'm excited for it to come out. I'm not excited that all my bad guys are good guys, but you know.
Work changed my hours and they tried to get me to close yesterday. And I didn't check my schedule, so I went into my normal time at 4 a.m. I got about 6 o'clock is when I looked and noticed, like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here until 1. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going home. Boss came in, I'm like, yeah, I didn't see you change my schedule, so I'm gonna stay and go home my normal time. He's like, okay. I go, by the way, if you think you need to change my Wednesdays because you need closers, you're still gonna need closers on Wednesdays, so I'm still gonna call you.
I don't understand why bosses change schedules, and especially ones that have been consistent for a long time.
Well, I've had this schedule
Don't
for
fucking
over a
tell
year,
people. Just tell people. No one cares. Like no one who's been working in the same. This happens at my work a lot because teachers in main classrooms usually have consistent hours, but then every now and then they'll randomly change something, and the teacher's sitting there like, "I've been working this schedule for 2 years. No, I didn't look at the schedule this week."
Well, we're also supposed to get like push notifications from our phones too when they change the schedules. About 50-60% of the time, the notification doesn't go through until you like open the app for work. Which, when I'm home, I'm not going to open the app.
Stupid. No, I wouldn't either. No, I mean, my work has a text line. They just flat out text us their schedule. But like I said, you know, the people that work the same shift every year that they've worked, every day, every week that they've ever worked there, don't check the schedule every week. So when you randomly change one day in the middle of the week, no one notices.
Well, I got really petty with it too. I was like, look, listen, I still have 6 weeks of baby bond, which I can split up and take as, you know, any way I want to do it. If you're going to change my Wednesday, my math is kind of bad here, but I don't know how many days is in 6 weeks, but
I'm not going to be working a lot of Wednesdays.
I'm not going to be working a lot of Wednesdays. I will put in every Wednesday.
That's so funny. Oh.
And he was like, well, we're going to be changing the schedule anyway into 4-week rotation since there's 4 of you guys, 4 of you team leads. I'm like, see, that's different. That I can work around.
crazy working with all those random hours. Because you can literally work anytime.
There's a reason I picked Sundays and Thursdays as my off days. It splits it up between my openings, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I get a day off. My closings, Friday and Saturday. Then I get a day off and repeat.
That's actually a really good way to do it, to help your sleep slightly adjust as good as you can with that kind of schedule, you know?
Right, and it's like I didn't take those days off to do open, close, day off, close, day off, open.
Right, that's stupid. My work's a shit show.
By the way, I've been holding like hour-long conversations with Lily.
Just talking to her?
And she's talking back.
I love that.
I don't know what she's saying, but I mean, it's like talking to open.
Something.
Babies are so cute. They don't let me go with the babies at my work anymore because I'm too good at my job and everyone else is too bad at their job. I'm always with the kids who fucking beat the crap out of the teachers. Stopping
That's funny,
them.
since the kids are like 5 and the teachers are like 4 foot tall.
Dude, if you saw the size of some of these 5-year-olds, they look like 8. Like some of these kids are huge and have muscles like you would not believe.
Where are they feeding the kids? What's in the water?
What are they doing to the kids? And why is it always the ones with the crazy behaviors that are that strong? Be steroiding these kids or something?
Okay,
I don't
wait,
know.
Hold on. Let me mute my
In the lettuce.
In the lettuce.
Let me mute my stream for a second. Okay. That's mute.
Where I work is pretty far out of that area, in a very nice area. So there are still some families, just because the population of Maryland, but even the ones that are, definitely are upper middle class. Most of our families are upper middle class, or their kids have literally been kicked out of every other center in the area, so they were basically forced to pay more money to send them to us. Because we charge more than pretty much every other center in the area. Because, you know, we teach a lot of academics, like Spanish and Mandarin. Also, I don't really teach kids Mandarin. Mostly because...
You can barely do English, so I'll be surprised.
Ah! Oh, God, that's so true. We teach them that also. I can teach kids how to read. Great at that. Can't teach them Mandarin. The Mandarin unit is stupid. It's not designed well. It's also very much designed like people who did not give 2 shits about Chinese culture wrote the units. So like every month is a unit, right?
Okay.
Right? The Chinese New Year this year was in like... I can't remember when it was. Not December. But the unit for December was the Chinese New Year because our New Year is at the end of December.
Yeah, it's like 5 months later.
Yeah. Several months later. It's like somewhere in late January, February, sometimes March. It moves around, I think. The point was, certainly not December. So when we're doing the zodiacs and the Chinese New Year in December. You just sit there like, this is why we don't actually bother to teach these kids this Mandarin stuff. We teach them Spanish. The preschool 1 and 2 do Spanish both years, and they do a Spanish 1 their first year and Spanish 2 their second year. The few kids that I teach in preschool 3, though, are the ones that get to do Mandarin. It's only 13 kids every year. So, like, they don't really learn Mandarin, because they've learned Spanish for 2 years, and then we, like, pretend to teach them Mandarin for some reason. So the school can say that we also teach Mandarin.
Can you teach me Mandarin?
No, because I don't speak it. We have iPads. I play a track, and a lady says words in Mandarin, and the kids repeat it.
Can you teach me French again? I had it at one point and I lost it.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, what's up with that bridge that fell? It's been how long now?
Oh, yeah, they still haven't done shit about that. We still don't have a bridge.
They put a budget together and then started planning process and then realized that they were
under budget,
highly underestimating the budget, and now they're reconfiguring.
They have no idea how they're going to afford that bridge.
I figured
$10
that
billion.
both people do it.
Yeah, we still have a tunnel though, so.
Yeah, why even
Oh.
make a bridge?
Maybe it's cheaper just to get rid of the bridge and use the tunnel.
Traffic around here is really bad. Like, people's commutes. We had people who actually pulled their kids all the way from our center because they worked down past, where the bridge would take them in that area, and they couldn't make the drives anymore. So they had to, like, move their kids to other centers. So, like, it does heavily impact traffic in this state. And, like, people who have to cross that area probably have added 15 to 20 minutes onto their commute times, depending on where they're going and where they are. But it's also not like, the state isn't functioning anymore without it.
Well, Hu Shao, Pong Tung Qua. I speak Mandarin.
Oh.
Well, I don't, so I don't know what the fuck you said.
Neither do I.
I knew
Probably
every single
something
word.
offensive.
Probably. Oh, one of my behavior kids knows all the curse words in, like, Jamaican or something and yells them all day long. It's so funny. In the room where I have another kid who is, that poor child is so
I'll
on the
say, tell me
spectrum.
he's Jamaican. It would be better if you would told me the kid was Jamaican.
I don't think he is. I mean, I guess it's somewhere in his blood, but one of his family members either is or married someone who was, I don't know, entirely. He's not one of my regular kids. He's one of the kids I've picked up in the last week because his old teacher had health problems and is suddenly not showing up to work anymore. Probably because she was getting the shit beat out of her by that kid.
Classic case of broken kneecaps.
Right. Phew, I tell you, some of these kids really beat the shit out of you. These kids are really physically violent. My work's a bit of a shit show right now. They're starting to have a lot of problems. For a long time, they really tried to hold on to these behavior kids and turn them around, and they had a decent reputation for it. But then they just kept enrolling more and more to them to the point where it was burning out all their teachers, and they weren't keeping up with it well enough. And we've lost a lot of good teachers in the last few months. Not like the dumb ones that, suck, but like some of the actually really good ones. Because teachers are just getting burned out being expected. And like other centers just fucking disenroll these kids. Like the second the kids are beating up teachers and teachers are going home covered in bruises, they're like, fuck no. Are you walking around with an umbrella? That's so classy. But yeah. I don't know why, but our center is really holding on to some of these kids that they don't need to. And doing so has just tanked the reputation lately. Because these kids are in these rooms hurting teachers and other kids all day long. And then all these other parents are like, my sweet innocent child who wouldn't hurt a fly is getting the crap beat out of them all the time. Why am I getting a report every day that they got slapped across the face? I'm like, you know, because my management's stupid, apparently.
As they always are. Everywhere.
I don't have the worst management team in the world. I know there are worse management teams out there, but sometimes they just do some stupid as shit. And I was just like, please. They're all very nice people. Maybe a little bit too nice. My management definitely struggles with telling teachers to fuck off, do your job. Like they've enabled a whole lot of insane behavior. A whole bunch of teachers are like, man, I just kind of feel like working 2 less hours, so I want to go part-time. They like keep accommodating all these weird schedules and shit, even though we can't be affording to do that. It's a shit show. It's a whole nightmare right now. The owner's been breathing down everyone's necks lately, too. Because our center got put on probation. Because there were 3 incidents that had to get reported to the state in the last couple months. We had one incident. I was kind of part of one of them. A kid got a concussion, maybe. We never really saw the paperwork for the concussion, but I think their parents reported it like that. And we never saw them hit their head, but like they came to us crying, and this kid was also on the spectrum, so he couldn't tell us why he was upset. He was so on the spectrum and undiagnosed. So he's sitting there sobbing for like 2 hours, and we're trying to comfort him and everything. But like this kid's so on the spectrum, he can't even communicate what part of his body hurts to us. So it took like 2 hours to calm this kid down, and then he finally was like, he bumped his head somehow, but he couldn't communicate how. And so that was a whole incident. The parents pulled that. We had one teacher, or no, we had a kid who got left in a classroom because they like buried themselves in the pillows in our cozy corner and fell asleep, and the class left and the teachers didn't notice. And so that's a kid getting unattended. That has to get reported to the state. And then we had another incident where a teacher somehow thought their co-teacher had come back from their lunch break and like left to go on their lunch break, but the other teacher hadn't come back yet. So like a whole class of kids was left without any teacher in the room for like 15 minutes.
Major bad
Our
thing.
flight has much to offer.
Major bad
I knew you would like my wares.
I mean, 15 minutes is not that bad, but still.
It's, well, there's always a scale of things. Like, being out of ratio is, you know, bad and not allowed, but one teacher being alone with, like, 20 kids when they're only supposed to have 10 is always better than kids being unattended. Kids being unattended is a big no-no. Even though that was a really good teacher, I think the teacher was, like, super sick and, like, was out of it, and they wouldn't send her home. And then that happened, and they ended up losing a really great teacher. They didn't even want to fire her, but the state was like, you know, if you don't fire her, we're going to shut you down. The teacher left these kids unattended for 15 minutes. Are you guys dueling?
Is she robotic for anyone else with me?
3%. You got me.
I will
I'm proud of you,
see
Father.
you again.
That's pretty close, considering I don't do PvP. And
Take all
never
the time you need.
duel.
Can I not heal Frog because you're Horde? That's kind of funny.
Oh, that's bullshit. He had
This
a
is when
flask
you
on.
leave.
I called cheating,
I accidentally clicked it.
and I didn't even have my buff on.
You have a
I coulda
flask
had
on.
him.
Father, you have a flask.
Oh, then that's even. But I didn't have my buff on.
Okay.
He does have a flask.
I guess
Yeah.
that was left over from the raid.
The second he said that, I was like, I just know he's got to have one on. I was really hoping
Technically,
I'd
he
be
won,
right.
but I have cauterization, so I get to stay alive again.
Oh, that's fucked up.
No, that counts. You use every trick in the book you got. They all count. That's a win for you.
I love how slow that fireball went at you, though. That thing was just traveling.
Taking a slow walk towards him. Yeah, Fireball travels comically funny.
Well, it's a PvP one, so it's a greater pyroblast, which does, I think it's, what, 30% of their health?
Super slow motion.
Super slow.
When it gets to the target, it actually does damage.
Yeah.
Scarlett used it when we did PvP a lot, and I'd always watch that thing chase people down. It's real funny.
Is like,
great.
You're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you with a Zamboni.
That's pretty funny. Hey, Stanzolo logged in. That's one of the people you recruited forever ago that never showed up again.
He's on a bunch.
Oh,
Are you
well,
sure
maybe.
about that?
Maybe he'll come raid eventually.
Yeah, I mean, as far as, I mean, he's on more often on the off hours than a lot of people.
More than me!
Anyone want to join me at the Dream's Hope?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
The Dragonflight one and the one realm, the Dream Realm.
That sounds terrible.
You
That
can
was like
Mirror
the worst.
Cell.
That was the worst part of that expansion.
You can solo all the content now, so I just every week I try Mythic Plus, not Mythic Plus, I just try and do it in Mythic so I can get them out. I failed so far every single week.
I don't even know if I have the Emerald Dream unlocked.
That's so fair, honestly.
I think I went back to like go look at it because there was a rare that ups. It was a druid form or something like that. And I gave up like 30 minutes into looking for the starter quest. Oh, it made me go to Gnarlex Caverns. I was like, I got 30 minutes into that. I was like, I'll come back to this at a later point.
I'll do this eventually.
Yeah, it's very confusing to figure out what the quest is. One of my friends struggled with it as well.
Yeah, Dragonflight did not have a strong ending. What's up?
My GM.
Yeah?
He's a nice guy. But he reminds me of your dad so fucking much.
That's so concerning. I'm sorry.
He,
I mean, I love you, Father.
We're in the middle of boss fight. We're like, hey, Ray, we need you to do this. Ray, do this. He's like, sorry, I was watching soccer.
Oh, Father, it's your long-lost twin.
That's a little funny.
And then we'll be talking about something for 20 minutes, and he'll come back like, hey, are we going to do this? This? Like, dude, we just talked about this for fucking 20. What were you doing? Watching TV.
Like, looking
I got the attention span of a squirrel. It's not my fault.
To make things worse, the dude's a fucking lawyer.
My father claims he's competent at work, too.
Oh my god, I totally saved us like fucking $40,000 today. I should get bonuses on this shit I saved.
You should just pocket it. Just pocket the $40,000. That's how it works, right?
No one will notice. Just skimming off the top, just a little.
Believe me, my boss is a colossal douchebag. If I could stick it to him, I would.
That's so fair.
Dude, we've had some good fucking drama at my work the last couple weeks, and it's been, like, kind of amazing. Like, how stupid it was, but good.
God, you work in customer service. Like, I get some wild stories of, like...
These were employees, not customers. Like...
Oh, man. I would have assumed customers, because, like, you know, that... Some dumb people go to Walmart, man. Like,
my buddy who's worked there for 9 years, got fired because he opened a vendor box of Pokemon cards. Now, it wasn't the box of Pokemon cards; it was the box, sealing the cards, like the brown box.
Right. So he didn't open the card.
Just so you can see what generation it was. And they fired him for it because you're not supposed to touch vendor boxes.
Man, I know they're Walmart, so they have a lot of options, but goddamn, we could
And we
never
had
afford to fire someone over something that stupid.
And then we had another guy the same day get fired. We still don't know what he got fired for, but he got escorted out.
Ooh.
Yeah, security like literally escorted him out. So we're like, that's usually only two things. One, you threaten to kill somebody, which there's no way this dude was like that. He was always too chill.
He probably stole something. He probably stole something.
And then we had a janitor who's been there since this like fucking store opened. He got fired for jerking off his car.
His car?
Sorry, what? I was like, did I hear that right?
Okay,
You
not
heard
to
that
be
right.
not to be that guy though, but if it's in his own fucking car, leave the man alone.
It was
In his own property.
during lunch too, so he probably has a case. He could probably fight that and win.
Wow.
He wasn't even on the
What was
clock
going
in his
on?
own property, just in the parking lot.
But to
Just
make
having a
things
good
worse,
time.
he got escorted out because
Cold.
now this dude is crazy like this. Like you can barely understand him. That's how bad his English is. Okay, yes, Lily, I'll tell the story. Don't worry. He was like, "I'll remember this. I will come back. Bang bang."
Oh,
Dang.
Well, that's
yikes.
fine.
Do you ever come back?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't been there since he got fired.
Did you remember to like personally send him a like, "Hey, sorry, man" card so he doesn't? Yeah, you know, not.
Hey,
not
I've always
We're
been
good,
nice.
right? Yeah.
I've been always good to the janitors and shit there. Like, especially before I became a team, like I used to always give them water and shit when they were hot. We always had our own stash of like water we kept in the freezer and stuff. So I've always been good.
That's
to them.
fair. Good.
So I
That's
know
gonna
their
pay
job
off.
is shitty. And then the best one I saved for last. Our store manager got forced to go on forced LOA.
For what?
The rumor is, a month and a half ago or so, he went to, I think it's Arkansas. I don't know. Wherever the home office for Walmart is. They have to go there for like meetings and shit like that.
Okay.
He brought a team lead with him. Now, we wouldn't have believed this, but then we remembered, like, oh yeah, the team lead went on PTO for like a week for some random reason. Well, apparently he got caught doing stuff with this team lead.
Uh-oh.
Were
This is
they
a married man.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Was everyone of age?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you still shouldn't, but like,
That's-
you work at
that's pretty
Walmart, so
unprofessional.
that was an important question to ask.
But I haven't seen my manager in weeks now.
That's fun. That's a fun time for you.
Now, also on top of that, like, this dude, he's had family issues, like his dad died and shit, so he has disappeared for like a month at a time. But this time, the minute that he was supposed to be on forced LOA, we had a random manager from another store saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here for a little bit, taking over."
He's not
So
coming back.
so how much of this is true? Probably a lot.
All of it. Probably most of it. That's fun. That's a fun time. As much as I hate my work sometimes, I also was definitely meant to work somewhere with a lot of drama and problems, because I fucking eat that shit up. Like, I always know everything that's going on in the goddamn building. Everyone knows that I always know everything in the goddamn building.
This is your time.
Oh, dude, as soon as I hear them call for security or 100 on the walkie, I'm like, I pull the walkie up, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Let me listen.
Where?
And
Location, please?
Well, as soon as they say go to channel 2, I automatically switch to channel 2. Like, I want to hear this.
Right?
Like I want to know what's going on. And you
Oh,
hear a lot
I
of
worked-
shit like, hey, a guy in a black hoodie walked in, he's shoving, 20 packs of Pokemon cards down his pants.
Man.
It's always Pokemon cards, too, by the way.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, the best one actually was the other day. This dude came in, got help with the bike, got it undone. They brought it down, gave it to him. They walked him up to the front. They gave him the bike. As soon as everyone walked away, he fucking walked out.
He stole the bike.
Yep, just straight up walked out. And everyone was like, "Hey, did you guys? Did a guy buy the bike? Where'd he go?" And the guy who's like supposed to be sitting at the door checking receipts and shit was like, "Oh yeah, he walked out. I thought he bought it."
I love that. I love that for that guy who probably should have also gotten fired that day.
He got written out. He didn't get fired.
No, obviously not. Everyone else got fired. They can't afford to fire him right now.
Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna hit it early tonight. But GG's.
Have a good night.
See you next Tuesday.
Alrighty, I'll talk to y'all.
Night, Valtros.
Night.
I like him. I'm glad we found him.
Shit, baby leaking.
It's just,
I like all our new bodies.
I like 99% of them. Unless we're not counting Sam as new. Then
Sam's
I like
not
all
new.
of them.
We like all the new bodies.
I'm kidding, mostly. Kind of. I like Sam. He's been very helpful. Sometimes he just makes me want to stab him with a fork, though. Particularly when we're on Lura.
Rusty fork.
Just yeah.
Look, will add to a
I get
rusty
it.
fork.
I'm not great at calling out that mechanic, but no one else wants to do it, so.
Rusty fork dipped in typhoid.
Honestly, my brain is so fried whenever we're doing it. I just try to remember the first three.
That's what I do.
I'll be right
Because
back.
when
I
she
have
messes up,
a really bad
it's
week.
usually
Yeah, so
2
at
and
least you have the
3.
first, yeah.
So I started memorizing the first 3 just to check her.
Yeah, and if I don't have like the first three, at least they remember the last two, you know?
That's so fair. No, but I gotta give him credit though. Sam was like fully geared and he came and he slummed it with us and he did really help out. His extra damage when we were trying to rebuild was very helpful. And
Fine, I'll bring my hunter more.
since I snapped at him that one time when he was getting a little too annoying on Lura, he's been doing better since then. I think he might have just needed a little bit of a slap on the wrist. I was trying not to do it because I knew most of the time he was being helpful.
Hey, what about
Or
my
trying
tabs
to be.
you're rebuilding?
Your damage was also very helpful. But I don't have to justify your damage.
Yeah, we don't talk about the fire mage.
And then there's this fucking fire mage in my raid for some reason. Fucking Scarlet 2.0 over here thinks fire
So you
mage is
wanted-
the only
so you
class.
wanted another great person, right? I see how it is.
Yes.
Hey, once I brought in my hunter,
Dude,
the number difference was crazy.
my raid on Tuesday had 15 bodies. We had no hunters and 2 rogues. Like the
Yeah, that's pretty
Twilight
funny.
Zone. I can't even
Rogues?
remember.
What are these rogues?
There's these things that apparently do a lot of fucking damage too.
And funny part is, we're not even running the best assassin class right now.
I know. Rogues are apparently broken. No one would know because no one plays them, but apparently it's true.
I play
I
one.
wouldn't know because we had one rogue in our raid, and the motherfucker always pulled early, and it always had his cheat death up because of it.
It's really funny.
He always wondered. You just look at the rogue that's sitting there at fucking half life with the cheat death fucking thing up.
Oh, rogues. Man, the other group's been working on Mythic Veilgore and Ezerac the last couple days. It must be a hard fight. I see him wipe on it a lot. It pops up on my DBM messages.
Yeah,
We were
the whole time I was fishing, I saw it.
We're doing it the other day.
I hate dragons. That's gotta
We
suck
got him
on
to.
Mythic.
We got him to like 15% before we decided to just stop the season.
That's pretty good. I'm surprised you stopped at 15%.
I mean, what's even the mythic mechanic?
So, the hardest part, well, you have to separate, you need orb groups to soak the orbs. The big orb that comes out. And then the little orbs that come out, they don't move.
Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. So what do? Do you just stack close enough where it's not that much of a problem, or do you have to? Some people have to eat the damage.
And we had a third tank that's a DK.
Oh, for gripping.
Yeah, it's the kind of fight you have a whole extra body just to grip those.
I'm surprised they haven't worked in some sort of grip into another class. I mean, it's basically the DK's raid buff is I can grip things.
Well, let me quote Blizzard for you. We're removing slappy hands because we don't want people to have to rely on DKs for mechanics. We're just going to change the mechanics so you don't have to have DK. Ever since they got rid of slappy hands, there's always been one or two fights where you need a fucking DK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they lied.
Yeah, Blizz doesn't play their own fucking game. So,
no, they don't. No, they really don't.
I mean, they removed all add-ons and were like, we're gonna make add-ons more. We're gonna make boss fights more friendly for the in-game UI. Here's Lura, by the way, and you have no. I mean, you could literally have someone call it out in this case in like voice chat, which I guess sure. I mean, you can make the assumption that people are going to be on voice chat, which is probably true. But at the same time, there's nothing in like the game's UI to be like, hey, you're fucking it up. You're standing in the wrong spot. Like they could tether people together, so it's like, 1 is connected to 2 and 2 is connected to 1 and 3, and then so if you see the lines are crossed, then it's fucked up.
It works, right?
They could make it so the symbols over your head, if they're like, I don't know, not in the boss's correct orientation, go like red instead of blue or something like that.
Oh, that
they
would be nice.
Figured it out. They could have figured it out in this case, because the boss always rotates counterclockwise in this case. Or they could have just made it so the boss makes circles you have to stand in with the symbol on it in this case. I don't know. But they could have designed it in a different way that wasn't a fucking pain in the ass to deal with in this case. Right after they're like, we don't want to continue this add-on war, so we're just modifying how add-ons work, so they're all broken now.
And then most people figured out how to make the add-ons again anyway.
Yeah, they did anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I mean, at the same time, it's like the whole point was they were good. Yes, I understand. I agree with their decision to basically say add-ons are getting out of control. We need to do something about them. But their end of the deal of that was make the boss fights more intuitive for the in-game UI, and they didn't fucking do that. So
not only did they not fucking do that, but there was all that shit where, and oh god, Wheaties got so mad at me and Yarg for it. The dispels on important dispel mechanics weren't showing up in the fucking raid frames.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, early on that was some bullshit.
And then they eventually fixed it, so they know they fucked up because they eventually started working.
Yeah, but it's just. If they're going to remove add-ons that did make these things easier, they need to buff the game's UI to compensate for it, or they need to dial back how flashy and complicated their boss mechanics are in this case. Like, for example, with the dispels, if they're going to, I mean, the raid frame should work properly, but they could also do other things with dispels where, like, if you have a important dispellable effect on you, your character like does a big pulse or something like that, like a light blue pulse,
Right,
or
like a huge visual that you can
something
actually
notable.
spot.
Yeah, in this case, and so that way. I mean, it's harder to click on a player. I mean, even if you have nameplates on, but if you have like mouse over casting, you could like mouse over them and do a dispel. In this case,
Give every healer something like a mass dispel that lands on the ground. Let me throw something on the ground under people's feet. I could do that better than I could click on that person and cast my dispel.
Right. Or just, I mean, I know that dispels don't trigger the cooldown, and I think mana? I think they still use mana even if you don't actually dispel anything. But
yeah, they do.
Regardless, make it so that you could like spam a dispel and it doesn't use mana until it actually dispels something useful, and then it triggers the mana and the cooldown in this case.
Right.
But regardless, I mean, these are things they could fix in the game to make. I mean, I thought in War Within they did a really good job of like, hey, here's what a puddle on the ground looks like in this case. For most of War Within, I mean, it got bad in Mana Forge when it was like purple on purple again, but I mean, for a while in like Dragonflight and War Within, they did a pretty good job of like, here's a clear AoE marker on the ground in this case. Like, get out of this, avoid it. And that now I feel like that's gone in this case. I don't feel like that exists anymore.
No, I think
they
you're
did
right,
a good
too.
job of it for all of like 1.5 expansions, and now they're like, yeah, that was stupid. We're gonna get rid of that. And I'm like, where can you give me like dragons, for example? Give me a fucking cone when the dragon is about to breathe his big fear breath instead of this weird wavy fog.
No one
In
can
this
see
case, that has clear defined edges. In this case, like if you are in
Right.
these, I get it's a huge cone to begin with, or like the glue mob that it's shooting out, especially for tanks. In this case, make it so that there is a clear line of this is where the dragon is going to shoot the orb across the whole room. In this case, like from edge to edge, from like the dragon to the edge of the room, and put it in orange or something, so that it shows this is where the orb is going and this is where people need to stand in to actually soak the orb. They don't do any of that.
No, they don't
in
do
this
any of
case.
that. And the orb is at least slower and better, but that breath is just fucking atrocious. It's constantly hitting a ton of people. Every time we try to pug that, I want to jump off a cliff.
Yeah, and that's another thing where it's not very clear of like you should be standing here for breath, basically.
Right.
Like, and that's why the mechanic is a nightmare. It should be something along the lines of like the game is informing you you have breath, go stand like here or something
My
like that.
add-on tells me like 5 seconds before I get breath on me that I'm getting breath on me.
Yeah, it does warn you so that you can move into position. And even with I have the game's base like boss indicators, and it's actually pretty good about telling you. The problem is you have no idea where to stand. I mean, and that could just be a learning curve. You could argue that one's more of a learning curve of like you learn to stand close to the boss and closer to like the south or north side of the room so you're not breathing on the raid. But it's also, the flip side is that the mechanics do need to be more clear, in my opinion.
Yeah, like when every pug I invite to my raid is failing that mechanic, at that point, the mechanic just sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that there needs to be progression in this case. I mean, maybe they could make the fights super difficult on Mythic only in this case,
Right,
or
like,
even
we
like
have
starting
a
to get
Mythic
difficult on
difficulty.
Heroic. Yeah. But my problem is that like, even with Lura with 3 symbols, it's easier, but it's not easy. There's not a way to like easily track it with the game's UI.
Yeah.
And it should be something that I could understand if the 5 symbols were a Mythic only, mechanic, and there wasn't a whole lot in the UI.
Feels like a Mythic level mechanic, it does.
Yes, but it's like what I mean is that the game also does nothing to explain it. In this case, it's like, here are 5 symbols, and if you don't have someone shouting the order of the symbols at you so that you stand in the correct spot, everyone dies in this case. And it's like, okay, could you tell me, like, without having someone shout at me over Discord, like where I'm supposed to go to make sure that the entire raid doesn't die? I could understand if it's like, if you fuck this up, only you die in this case, and therefore that doesn't have to be telegraphed super well. But this is like if
raid wipe.
One person fucks this up, the whole raid wipes in this case. So, yeah.
No, it's way too unforgiving for how difficult it is. And 5 symbols, people's brains do not remember 5 symbols. 3, fine and dandy, because then you only really have to remember the first 2.
Right. But my point is that, like, you wouldn't even have to remember them as well as is currently expected to pass that fight if it were more clear about, like, triangle should be standing here, or triangle should be between X and T in this case, because the players are tethered. And
yeah, you know, it'd be nice if it had like little beams of light, like 5 beams of light spawned behind the boss, and once you stood in it, your beam glowed blue. If you had the correct symbol and the correct beam, that would be the right way to do that mechanic without irritating the crap out of everyone all the time.
That's exactly what I mean, is that, like, they could have designed these things or put a little bit more thought into them, and instead they're like, they don't play their game, so they're like, oh, this is fun, so we're just, this looks cool and it looks fun, so let's just do it in this case, because we're designing all of these fights for the race to world first, in this case, against those, like, most mythic teams that we know are gonna really push this, and they have all the, you know, we know they're going to be in Discord and communicating with each other, and we also know they're going to be developing add-ons to fight against our add-on war in this case, and we're preemptively expecting that.
Yeah,
and
they
so
just need to stop fucking looking at the mythic people. No one cares.
Yeah.
That should not be the goal you're designing for. I get it. If you get extra time, go fuck around and make Mythic difficult. But could you put a little bit more effort into designing Heroic appropriately? That's what most of your players are doing.
Yeah.
The new raid
Well,
it's going to be green on green, on some more green.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just waiting for whatever mechanic the final boss has that looks cool and flashy, and then it's like, you need to line your people up so that group 1 gets hit first, and then group 4 gets hit next, and then group 3 gets hit right after that, and then group 2 gets hit last. But the group is actually random every time, and you guys need to remember which groups you're in. And in group 2, the tank needs to get hit first, and in group 4, the tank needs to get hit first as well, in this case. So, if you don't do that correctly, by the way, the whole raid wipes. So, good luck. I mean...
That sounds terrible.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they developed something like that at this point. I mean, for, like, a cool cinematic fight, I mean, you know, I could see them designing something where it's like, oh, the tank has to block this for their group or something like that.
Oh, don't forget, you need to stand in the beam, or the breath, to get a buff, but don't stand in the other breath, because that'll kill you.
You need exactly 7 stacks of the buff. If you have anything else,
you die.
You die 5 minutes later.
And then the raid wipes.
Second intermission phase.
God, it's so stupid, but it feels concerningly that I don't know. I don't understand Lura. I don't understand how that happened, and I really didn't understand when they buffed it and made it harder.
Yeah, I think it's a cool looking fight. My problem is that, like, I feel like that's as far as the design team thought. It's like they designed it for Mythic, where I don't know. Does Mythic Lura have like 7 symbols or something like that, or is it still 5? I don't even know in this case, but.
I really hope Mythic Lura is like 10 symbols. Can you imagine?
Oh my god. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's like, what they do is they design all these fights for how cool they're gonna look on Mythic for the race to world first, and then they remove a few mechanics or dumb a few down for the lower difficulties. It should be the other way around, where they design base mechanics and how the fight is going to look for normal or heroic, and then they either ramp those mechanics up, or they add, like, a cool looking mechanic just for Mythic in this case.
Personally, I think Heroic is what they should design for. You design good, balanced mildly difficult boss fights on heroic, and then you find ways to tune them down to make them easier for idiots in normal, and you tune them up for tryhards in mythic.
Right. But they don't do that. They only think of how much publicity they're going to get for the race to world first.
For the race to world first that barely anyone pays attention to anymore.
Yep.
I'm sure some people do, but
it's still popular. And I can see why. It's exciting. I mean, especially when all the teams are like, you know, they're neck and neck trying to beat the last like one or two bosses. In this case, it's interesting. It's cool, but I mean,
if they want to make it, I thought it is cool and all, but the time differences really fuck.
Yeah, that too.
If they really wanted to do a real race to world first, Blizzard flies all these fucking people out there doing it, put them up somewhere, have them come, go someplace where all the computers are all fucking set up, and let them go.
Yep.
I didn't even think about it. Is time zone? I don't really ever watch the race to world first. Is time zones usually a big fuck you to one of the?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because the U.S.
Sure.
the U.S. teams usually get a head start because, you know, they're ahead of the Europe patch.
Yeah. Patches come out on a U.S. schedule because Blizzard's, you know, in California. So.
Right.
That's why a lot of times too, when they're streaming it on Twitch, they'll find something out, and they'll be like, "We're going dark." They'll shut their stream off because they don't want the next team that's waking up be able to see what they just discovered.
Yep.
Oh man, so is the problem that it literally releases earlier for the American teams, or it's like it's releasing when the Europeans are asleep?
Oh, no, it's literally a day ahead time because our patch days are on Tuesdays. Theirs is on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Okay,
they get
so why don't they just do a world release, like an international? Everyone releases at once.
Well, then you're you know, who are you favoring? Some people.
Well, you still favor America, but like.
But if you release it at like say 2 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time, that's great for all the Americans. But people over in fucking Taiwan, or it's like fucking 2 a.m. You know, or whatever. You know that.
Right, but if the alternative is they just get the game a whole day later, I'm sure they'd
Well, that's
rather
fair.
wake
Of
up
the
at 1
two, that's a
a.m.
better option. I will give you that.
Like, I understand that that's not going to completely solve the problem, but you're not they're not going to fly these people out there like Berkey said. So the next best option seems to at least do a global all at the same moment.
When you're talking about
release.
race to world first, you're talking about bosses being killed in raid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe do a combo thing. You can still release it and at your staggered times, but then for the world first in each time zone, clock the amount of time from the time that it was released to the time they get it, and whoever had the fastest time would get the actual world first. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's not a terrible idea either.
They could also just
You
stagger.
don't announce it till after the first week. Let everybody have a shot to do whatever they're going to do, and get all the world first knocked out and taken care of, and then just announce, okay, these guys got this one the fastest. This guy's got this one the fastest. But I think in that scenario, though, then the guys in the later, they'll have advantages because they'll be watching videos of the guys that did it earlier. So that might not be fair.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Right.
Hard. Time zones make that hard no matter which way you go.
Yeah, you could just do time zone firsts.
No, that's not as fun. There's not enough competitive teams, I feel like. And you might even have people in the other time zones playing on opposing time zones teams. Because, you know, they're gamers with no life. They fuck their sleep schedules to play
That's
however they need to
fair.
play. Half the European team could be in an American time zone for all we know. Alright, it's 11 o'clock now. If I don't go to bed now, I'll officially have not gone to bed any earlier than I would have anyway.
That's fair. I think I'm gonna do the same.
Probably not far behind. Finally
gonna go
finished
ahead and make
downloading Power World. Yeah.
All right. Well, you all have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I'm out of here too. I'll see those of you I see on Tuesday. Which is everyone but Berkey.
Yep. See you on Tuesday then.
Getting sucked by ass?
Fucking blind? Where is...